All right, so we got the score updated there. So Pete had an unfortunate miss on the 8 ball in the first rack there. Um, Pete had a miss on the 8 ball in the first rack. I want to say maybe it's just, first game jitters or something like that. That's not a shot that he would miss on the normal. That's not a shot he would miss on the norm. But a lot of good players in the room today, all different skill levels. I mean, this Wednesday night over here, if you haven't been here, it's not even. I mean, it's a tournament. Don't get me wrong, but it feels more like a training facility or something. I mean, you got players from a C class to you got them from a C class up to a pro level, and they come here every week religiously and play even. And you can see the people just getting better, like you can just see it. It's clear as anything. It's not, oh, he might have gotten a little stronger. I mean, you can see it. It's clear as day. The players that are coming here, those lower level handicap players, like the C and low B players, they are definitely making strides. You can see it. Um, and and it's just it's a really great thing to see. It really is. Um, so if you haven't gotten the chance to check it out, I really encourage you to come down and check that out. Excuse me one sec. Got to put a couple of matches up. You can hear some of these players' names. Shout them out if you know them. All right, players. Table number 5, Hank Anthony and Shorty. Hank Anthony, Shorty. Shorty, you got 2 minutes if you need it. Table number 8 is going to be Lita Mullendor, Bill Roberge. Lita Mullendor, Bill Roberge. That's table 8. And on table number 11, Mark DeLellis and Rand Tamba. Mark DeLellis, Rand Tamba. That's on table 11. All right, so I don't have the chat up right now, but I am planning. Ooh, very nice attempt there, Pete. I am going to attempt to bring that up. So if you give me a few minutes, I will bring that up, and we are going to be doing a couple of little contest deals. So if you're listening in, don't go anywhere. Here we go. There is Snooker's Providence Ustream. Okay. See if we can get this going. Got my co-host on my side over here, Mr. Ray Mack, making sure everything's going nice and smooth in the room. He always does that pretty well. Just trying to work on getting that chat up there so we can communicate a little bit better. All right, so the chat is up. So if you are out there, let us know where you are, where you're tuning in from. We like to know where everybody is. Table number 5, Shorty. Joe, you want to rock another one? Yeah? Got Mr. Joe Dupuy in the house. Another top-notch shooter. All right, players. Table number 6, Joe Dupuy, Tom Bertram. Joe Dupuis, Tom Bertrand. That's on table number 6. So we are rocking and rolling over here. Again, if you are in the chat, please let us know where you're tuning in from. Definitely like to know where everybody is. Tim Barron down on this 8 ball. Nicely done. He's going to shoot the 9 and the 10 in the same pocket here, and he should be all set here. Nice control. I will say something in particular about about Timmy here. Tim Perry, he has a tendency to not get like overzealous at the table. A lot of players, they tend to just run, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then they just dog the 7 or something. And it's not that they're not a good player. They just try to run through a wall or something, and they just, they just lose their focus and just pound the ball into the rail. And Tim Perry is a guy that does not do that ever. He is a guy that just will stop. Number 9, he will stop and take a deep breath. He will go back to his little area, get a drink of water. He will, clean his stick a little. He'll take his breath when he needs to. And I've seen him do that numerous times at very key moments in matches, and it really made the difference. It really did. A lot of times you'll see, the players, they just, they could be top-notch A-level players, and they get that momentum going, and they're not they're not conscious. They're just kind of like zoning out, doing their thing. Timmy gets in that zone, don't get me wrong, but he knows when he needs to slow down and take a break for a second, and it seems to be very beneficial for him. Now, folks, if you don't know what a bad roll is, that's one right there. A lot of times on these stream matches, we like to discuss the difference between a bad roll and a bad line or a bad choice of shot. That right there, that was a bad roll. So Pete's going to get ball in hand here. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to roll the 1 ball up and stick the cue ball on the 9. Or at least that's what I'm seeing there. I think I would try to maybe roll the 1 ball into the left side of the 3, or, even just kind of square on, but a little favored on the left side of the 3 ball, and try to stick the cue ball right on the 9 there. That's the shot I would try to play. I'm not sure what Pete's thinking here. I think he's maybe going to try to 2-rail it above the 3 ball. Just going aggressive here, huh? Not really sure what he's thinking. He's going to try to play it safe on this. Let's see what he's looking at over here. He's definitely got a piece of the 2 ball. He can see it. I'm not sure exactly what he's going to do with it. And not sure if he's hitting it completely. No, he's left him the whole ball there. So Tim's probably going to play a little bit of outside English here. Just like that. Oof. Big 4 ball in the way there. Excuse me 1 second, folks. I just got to talk to one of these guys here. Billy, Bill. Be aware that we don't want you to walk in front of the table there. Go around. I left the box. Yep. So, all right, so Pete's in a not so odd predicament. I think he's just going to try to stop the ball sticking on the 7, bank the 3 ball down table under the 10. Not sure if he got the full eclipse there. He might have left him a little sliver. Looks like he does have a little piece of this. Oops, sorry about that. Does look like he has a little piece of it. Let's see here. Oh, great eye there. Tim was trying to stick him on the 4-ball there, but just a little bit too thick on the 3 to get that job done. Now you got to give it to Pete for going aggressive there and making that breakout, but he did roll a little bit too fast there, and now he's got that 10-ball sitting in his way. This is definitely the make or break shot for the rack. He's got to come with something serious here. I mean, in my opinion, this is more of a preference shot. I mean, there's a lot of ways that you could attack this shot, but obviously you're going to be kicking at it. I don't see him jacking up and massing. I don't think that that's a a higher percentage choice here, but it's just preference on how you want to hit it, how you're comfortable. And so he's left him a pretty open table. I wouldn't say it's a Cosmo, but it's pretty open here. I don't see Tim having too many problems here. So play a little inside English, come back and forth. He chose to go above it. That's why we're learning here, folks, right? I did want to mention that we do have a nice tournament this Saturday over at Bose Billiards in Warwick. That's going to be the B class event. It's open to A- players and below only. In our class events at Ship the Cash, we do class-specific events. So we just did our C class event. We had, I believe, 56 players or something like that, 55, 56 players. And that was open to B- players and below only. We stick the minus from the higher group in there. We believe that they belong in that class, just by the way that things are the way that handicaps are done. But we put B- and below in the C class. We had, I believe, 55, 56 players. And that was a $55 buy-in. And first prize with the side pool was $1,300. And that was won by a B- player, Brian Daphne. Now he's here competing. He's playing a match against another player that was in that tournament, Diane Masters. She did pretty well in that. I think she was maybe 1 or 2 out of the cash there. But again, Brian Daphne won that match. Won that tournament. And he got $1,300. So with this B class event, the B- and below are still buying in for $55. The B class players up to the A- category class, those players are buying in for $75. And with that increased money there, I think we're going to see a pretty good turnout there, pretty good payout. We've gotten some interest from a lot of the players in the Massachusetts area. Some Connecticut players have shown some interest there, and we've even gotten a couple from New York and the Maine area also. So we're looking for a nice turnout over there this Saturday. Did want to mention there was no Calcutta for that event. We do a tiered side pool. So when you buy into the event, you can choose to purchase yourself or to not. It's optional. And it is tiered depending on your skill level. It begins at a C- for $10, and it increases by $10 up to, I believe it was $60. $60 was the highest there, $70. And that's just a set thing. It saves on some time, and it allows us to just kind of get the event rolling and not worry so much about who's buying who and spending all that time on the Calcuttas. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody likes a Calcutta. It's cool. But in my opinion, I think that if you're going to do a Calcutta for an event, it's got to be something big, a large event, 2-day event, and you do the Calcutta on the day before the event starts. You do it on a Friday. You're going to do a Saturday, Sunday event. You do that on a Friday night or something, and you get that over and done with. So you show up and you know what's going on. This way, when you show up, everybody's ready to just play pool on Saturday. They're not standing there, for another 2 hours or so, buying and bidding on players and all. Again, that's just my personal opinion on that. So back to the match here. Tim Perry is off to a pretty good start here. He's at a 3-0 lead. Then again, if you guys have ever watched a Ship the Cash match, anything is possible. The last match we did was Clyde Motta and Mike Pettit. That was over here at Snookers, and it's just amazing. Clyde and Mike matched up a while back over at Sticks and Stones in their first matchup, and it was a race to 13 10 ball, same thing that we're doing here. And they ended up going hill. Clyde ended up winning 13-12 after Mike had a pretty good head start on him. And Clyde just powered back and got the win. And when they did their rematch here at Snookers, which is Mike's homeroom, Clyde ended up doing the same exact thing. I mean, Mike, same thing. Mike came out and was pounding him, and I believe it was like 7-4, 7-5, something close to that, 7-4. I think was the biggest gap there. And after we took our break, we came back, and Clyde just powered through and won it again on the hill, 12-12, and he bared down and got the job done. So we're looking for another close match here between these gentlemen. It's always a good matchup. I take a lot of pride in, choosing, players that are very, very close in skill level. I really want to see a good, strong matchup. It's always something we look for. Let's see. I'm gonna put these guys. They're waiting there. I put Todd and Dennis right there. So I'm at a little bit of an overroll there. Excuse me for a second. Players, table number 2, Todd Brock, Dennis Levesque. Todd Brock, Dennis Levesque. That's on table 2. So right now, this is Pete's shot to start to close this gap up. He's down a little bit. So this 10, 11, or 12 are done. You can take it up.
It's like 5 guys, so rather get them started.
What is it?
So there's like 5 guys in the group, so I'd rather get them as well.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as that one's done, you got it. We are booming over here at Snookers. There is 12 tables active in the tournament, and there is a line at the front to get on another table for just the the regular patrons over here. So it is a very good thing, especially when the weather is good. It's tough to get pool players to get into a pool room, but we don't seem to have a problem with that over here. All right, players, table number 7, Ron LaPlante, 5K. Ron LaPlante, 5K, table 7. Yeah, everybody knows that pool season is definitely not when the sun's out. It's not nice weather. And, it's usually just when it's snowing and, just not nice weather, not golf season. And it's truly amazing that we've been able to pull off what we've done over here. And Snookers has a beautiful room, and they have a very strong following specifically for the room. Ship the Cash has a strong following just for that brand. We take a lot of pride in how we do things, and make sure to protect the players and do what's in their best interest. And it's just, I'm really thankful that we have this here. Tim Perry looking to make it 4-zip. And he does. Tim Perry. you want to ask him right there, I'll update it and you can take it on over. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm very thankful that we have this pool room. I'm thankful that they support what I'm doing with Ship to Cash. And, I also thank the other pool rooms that support what I'm doing. The players. I mean, I'm just really thankful that everybody's coming together and doing what we're doing here. Jim Perry pounding on the one ball. Nothing's going down. Did you get it? You get it? These guys are having a blast over here. If you haven't been to a Ship to Cash tournament, one of the things that we do, whether it be the 9 on the break or first break and run or something like that, we entice the players, with a cash on the spot prize. So, for example, say this tournament tonight, we do the first 9 ball on the break, and that's just in the top 4 pockets. Doesn't count on the bottom 2. But the top 4 pockets, first guy to make the 9 on the break gets a progressive pot there. Tonight it was $80. And when they do that, they must yell out, "Ship the cash," so the whole room can hear them, and they end up getting the cash on the spot. Table 4, bro. What? I can't see it. To what? It's right there, dude. You can't see it? Come on. You're right there. You're right there. So, sorry about that. You know I'm getting pulled in 1,000 directions. I'm sure some of you guys know that. That was a, I mean, I don't know how else to say it. That was a ballsy shot. I would have probably tried to play that inside, but what do I know? When you're confident in your shot and you know you're doing the right thing, you just do it. Now, one thing I want to say is when you're in a position like Pete is here, you're playing not an extremely long set, but you're playing a longer set. It's not a race to like 21 or something, but it's a race to 13. It's a pretty long set. You can't get anxious when you're down a couple of games like this at the beginning. You can't get anxious and rush through just trying to get a point on the board. You got to make sure you're doing the right thing. I mean, you definitely want to come slightly aggressive, but you don't want to just, running through a wall, try and run through a wall. It's just not going to work. So I like that Pete slowed down a little bit on the 8 ball. That's definitely showing some experience there. Put up Mr. Rich Senna and Steve Prout. Ooh, Pete. All right, players, table number 10, Steve Prout, Rich Senna. Steve Prout, Rich Senna. That's on table 10.
What's up with the porn boys?
All right, so Pete missing that 9 ball there. That's definitely going to hurt. Tim Perry looking to extend his lead here. There he goes. Now, just to mention, players, viewers. I'm in tournament mode. Viewers, we are going to take a short break after the conclusion of rack number 12. So as soon as rack number 12 is done, we're going to take a short break, just 5-10 minutes. Let the players regroup and take a breath. And, yeah, number 4.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right, number 4. Looks like Joe Dupuis took another rack down, and he did. Go take a nap, Joe. You got a little bit. All right. Joe Dupuy powering through the one loss side. He lost his first match, I believe it was. Yeah, it was his first match. He lost that to Mr. Rich Center. We call him the cash cow. Our players, number 6, table number 6, Carlos Sandoval, Brian Daphne. Carlos Sandoval, Brian Daphne, table 6. So we're rocking and rolling in here. Tommy B, what you doing? You want to come hang out, brother? Want to do a little something? Yeah, do your stuff, yeah. Yeah. Just asked Mr. Tommy Bertrand if he wants to come join me in here, talk a little bit, see what we're doing. He's definitely helped out in the past. He knows his stuff. So he actually he's ideal for this. He was the last player to play against Pete in an action match. Pete played Tom Bertrand a little while back over at Bo's Billiards. We did a ship to cash action match, and Pete lost to Tommy. It was pretty close. Tommy had a little bit of a lead the whole way through, but it was very very tight. I think it was I think they played race to 16. Done so many of these things. I'm sorry I don't have my information 100%, but I think it was a race to 16 or something like that, and he only lost by I think like 3 games or something like that. So it wasn't a blowout by any means. We don't usually see those at Ship to Cash, to be honest. It's usually pretty tight. We really only had one blowout match, and the kid just really caught fire. That was Rand Tamba and Jared Demalia, and Jared just, I don't know, he embodied like Willie Mosconi or something, and just kind of just ran through Rand. I mean, Rand's a great player, don't get me wrong. He definitely knows how to play this game. Jared couldn't do anything wrong. Every time he didn't make a ball, he played it 2 ways and left Rand kicking, and Jared came out on the good side of it. It was pretty good match to watch. You can check that out on YouTube. It's on the Ship to Cash YouTube page. I'm not going to. I don't know if I already spilled the beans, but it's a pretty sick match. You should watch that. Excuse me for a sec. All right, players, table number 8. You got Chuck Riley, Adam Blair. Chuck Riley, Adam Blair, table 8. Yeah, so you definitely want to check that out. Just go to YouTube, type in Ship to Cash, and you will definitely be able to see that. Jim Perry holding it down. Jim Perry holding it down. That actually came out kind of good for Pete, to be honest, because put that 10 ball there. I think what Tim's going to do here is he's going to play the 5 on the side and bump the 10 ball into the 9, do some kind of maneuver there just because he's going to be shooting up at the 6 anyway, and I think that's going to give him a cleaner table to run. That'll do the trick. That should do the trick. Just like that. And speak of the man, Rand Tamba, just came back up and told me that he had won his match. All right, pool players, listen up, please. Table number 11, Lita Mullendor, Bill O'Mara. Lita Mullendor, Bill O'Mara, table number 11. All right. Sampson lost. And we are going to be joined by the man, Mr. Tommy B, in just a couple of seconds. Just a couple of seconds. Chuck, you want to play again right now? You want a minute, or you want to play right now? Do you want to play right now, or do you want a minute? You want to go right now? Okay. All right, table 3, Chuck.
Hello, can you hear me, Mike?
I can.
All right,
Please welcome Mr. Tom Bertrand.
I'm here. Of course,
Tommy, we were just talking about how you were the last player to match up against Pete in an action match.
Oh, yeah.
That was over at Bo's Billiards.
Yeah.
What was the final score? I forget what the race was. The race to 16, was it?
16, yeah, it was
Race to
16,
16.
12.
16-12, all right.
16-12.
I knew it wasn't too big of a gap there, but
It was a tough day. Neither one of us
Yeah.
broke a man a rack or anything. You know, it was just a grind.
tight.
It was just a
Need
grind.
another one?
All right, Pete's got one here. Pete pulling up. So I just popped in. So 5-2-1.
5-1. All right, I like to see PD on the board here. All it takes is one,
Yep.
and the momentum swings. you
Sure.
know?
Oh yeah.
That's how it happened. I mean, what do you remember about your match there? You know, you
Well,
playing Pete there?
I was behind. I remember being behind. I think it was 5-2, and then 6-3, and then I changed up to a little bit more safes, and then I remember getting it to like 6-6, and then trying to make some more balls instead of playing safe. Maybe catch a little stroke. But that table over there is tough.
Yeah.
Tough table, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Bose has a little bit. I don't want to call it easier equipment. It's just bigger pockets,
Right.
but it's something you definitely got to get used to.
But that particular table over there is, I don't know. I don't know. It seemed no problem for Jared DeMaia that day he played. I mean, he got out from everywhere there was to get
we
out
were just
from.
talking about that.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was pretty much insane.
Oh,
but
my God.
I mean, think about this though. The kid comes in, he wins the tournament undefeated, destroys on the action table, wins like almost every rack he played there.
Yeah.
On the $5 table, he just wrecked it, and then he comes and destroys this action match. It was 13-2.
Yeah,
I mean, that was he couldn't do anything wrong.
No, God, no.
I mean, and that's not putting Rand down. I
Oh,
mean, I was
God, no,
saying,
no, Rand can play,
Rand's
but he didn't
definitely
see-
a great player. It's just
He didn't see much table time. I mean, Jared
No.
was just out every time.
yeah,
you
he
know,
just.
it's
I was
crazy.
saying he couldn't do anything wrong that day.
No, I definitely know Rand has a game, but he was just, I mean, you got to play to win, you know. When you're
Absolutely.
sitting down, I mean, that kid ran everything. Everything. So, side table, I don't know. That day, Pete and I, that's just the way the set went,
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was relatively tight,
Yeah, I want to say that it came down to
maybe 8-8, 9-9, and then I pulled away a little bit at
Yeah,
that point.
we were a little bit closer at the break, I believe, right? We were pretty close at the break.
Yeah, definitely. I don't remember the score exactly, but the match is on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah.
On Ship
Yeah, I
to
was saying,
Cash,
yeah, go to Ship to
so
Cash
I
on
mean,
YouTube.
there's plenty of matches out there to watch.
Oh yeah.
Um,
So what do you think about what we've been seeing so far here with Pete and Tim? I mean,
I didn't see much. I was doing a
Oh, yeah,
tournament
you-
thing. So,
well, I want to say this.
I'm guessing Pete. I seen him at the table once. He must have hung a 7 or something on one game, and then I think that Tim ended up maybe breaking and running from what I could see. I mean,
Tim's been at the table a little bit, but it seems like Pete's just getting out of line a little bit funny on the last couple balls there, and giving him a 9-10 or just something fluky at the end there. But
yeah, I said I haven't seen a whole bunch of it.
I mean, there was one opportunity that I was expecting Pete to capitalize on there. Tim, Pete played a safe on Tim there, and Tim kicked at the ball, and he got a really bad roll. And Pete got ball in hand with the one ball. Tim actually he two-rail kicked it, and it double kissed and went up in the top corner there. Crossed the table. Didn't even hit it very hard.
Yeah.
But that right there, Pete getting ball in hand on the one ball, I was expecting him to get out there or at least maintain and win that rack, and he didn't do it. I believe that was the rack he missed the 9 ball. He had a little bit of a 50-yard liner on the 8 ball and came up a little short on the 9. He had to lean over the table and thin slice it down in that pocket.
This
Just barely hung it.
He might, he'd probably go for this and leave the cue ball down by the 7. And if he misses it, maybe the cue comes up that down table a little bit here.
So you think he's going to go aggressive here? He's cutting this ball in.
More than likely,
Yeah.
but he, I'd like to see him play safety, but
Yeah.
you got to come up with a safe.
Yeah.
The shot isn't crazy, but if he can get to the bottom of the rail, leave him at least on the rail. Oh, he played safe. That's well, I leaked it,
And he did leak it,
but I reckon Tim's going to play some sort of safety here because I don't see a way for him to get on the 7 here.
Yeah, I mean,
Unless
he's going super aggressive, extreme
English
inside here, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that seems like a possible. But you could scratch too if you're that extreme.
I think he's just going to feather it with the spin, yeah.
Perfect.
Just like that.
Well, I think he might leave a window here. Yeah, he's definitely left a window. I mean, I don't know. It's the angles from here are tough to see, but relatively easy kick though from the side rail here.
Yeah, he's definitely hitting the 6 ball.
I would say so.
He's not giving him ball in hand here.
No.
Definitely not giving him ball
Maybe
in hand.
kick behind it and stick the cue there with some good bottom. Oh no, he hit it full. Well, hey, look, he's got the same. Tim's got the same.
Wow,
shot.
it's the same
kind of
shot.
like in a roundabout
Let's see if
way.
he goes.
If he goes a little more
if he goes
aggressive,
for the shot, or if he's going for the safe here.
I think you can leave that cue on the bottom rail. If you miss the 6, you're leaving a tough shot. If the 6 ball doesn't hang,
Not
if
for
it
nothing.
doesn't
I mean,
hang.
what do you think about banking the 6 and just leaving the cue ball up on the top rail with the 7 there? I mean,
That's
you know
gonna, right.
you get what I'm saying? You bank the 6 ball down to the corner here,
Yeah, right.
and you leave the cue ball uptown. I mean,
Sure. I think we'll probably see another safety here. Pete played in the middle of the table and try to leave the cue ball behind the 8, I would think. A little too hard. Well, not too hard, but he lost the cue ball a little bit. I
Just
think
a
he
little,
wanted
yeah.
that 8 ball right
a
there.
few more rotations on the cue ball, he might have been able to dig in and grab it. But
Left him a decent shot, Not straight in the hole, but I mean, I didn't see much of it, but I expect him to make it.
And he just.
He's going to come up. Ooh, not a little too high, but a great shot.
Yeah, definitely. He just, purely pocketed the ball there.
Yeah.
That's all he wanted to do
Sure.
there. Just pocket the ball.
It helps. Does help. Keeps you at the table. I'm guessing he just plays safe and try to use the 8 here somehow. Maybe draw straight into the 8. Oh no, he's thin cut. Okay. That'll work. I think. No, I don't know if he's got an edge or not. No way, he doesn't have it. But once again, I reckon he should make the hit here and now he's ball in hand anyway. But you gotta watch the cue ball with this one.
I mean, does he have the? How much does he have there? It looks like he has about half the ball. Is that fair?
I don't know. Not from there.
On the angle there.
It doesn't look like he's got
Maybe
any
not
of it.
half. He's got at least a quarter ball
I
there.
don't know if I like kicking from this side though. I think the other side would be a little easier. To tell you the
Yeah,
truth.
you come 2
But-
rail, kick it, and shoot it.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
try to split it with the 8 ball in between or something there.
But
Yeah, if he did the exact same thing on the opposite side, I think he might have had the 8 ball as a blocker. But
right,
again, it's preference. He might not have,
right.
felt the.
I mean, I'm a right-hander, so maybe from his perspective,
right.
being a left-hander,
yeah,
that
lefty,
was
you just
easier,
do it that
was
way.
better.
Lefties do it that way, Tom.
Yeah,
What do
right.
we know?
Well, I don't know. They do things a little different. Not way different, but they see it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're gonna leave him a shot.
Now, I can't help but say, I feel like this is exactly what was just happening with Pete, passing it back to Tim there.
Yeah.
So,
This isn't, he's got to do something here. Maybe spin it to the 9 or something. Try to hold a cue ball. Or,
I think he's going to actually play outside and come backwards.
yeah, it looks like he's
Shoot it in
doing
the
that.
same pocket.
Oh yeah, oh, wow.
He held that one pretty well.
Yeah, he did. He got a little angle here too.
Stun it over to the rail.
Yeah.
9 in the corner, 10 in the side.
Oh, Pete. A little too much stun there.
A little bit too much Bowman.
Yeah.
Pete can absolutely pocket a ball, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think it was Ray Mack and myself doing the commentary during your match with Pete.
Correct.
And we were talking about how incredible it is how, you're looking at a shot, you're like, how's he going to play this? Is he going to do this? Is he going to do that? And then he just fires the ball and like break speed with inside and gets perfect on the next one. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, what did I just witness?
Yeah, I think he made just about every kick on the safeties, but sometimes he made the kick, but he still sold out a pretty good shot, But
What do you thinking Tim's going to do here? He's going to try to two-rail bank it back up above the 10 ball. Is he going to kick it 2 rails above the 10 ball? What's the shot here? I mean, he's not going to go aggressive, I don't think.
at 5-1, I don't know. He may.
5-1 might turn into 5-3 if
well, I know this here, but the safeties.
I think he's bringing the cue ball up table.
That's pretty good. But no, he's going to leave Peter Shaw.
All right.
Yeah.
Definitely left him a shot here.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it's a long one, though, that's for sure. Let's see if his stroke's coming along.
just like that. Just like that.
Yep. All right. Hey, there you go. Like you said, it could be 5-3 after this break.
One shot like that, yeah.
I guess. But Tim didn't go aggressive though. He did try to play the safety. Just maybe
Right.
just hit it a little too, a little too hard. Maybe.
Yeah, I think
whatever.
with that angle though, this table is a little bit faster than the rest of the tables in the room. But regardless, with a faster table with a little bit springy rails, I don't think you wanted to use the cue ball to go around the table there from that angle. I think you wanted to send the object ball around the table.
Yeah.
I think it was just, you get to hold on to Whitey a little bit easier. You just kind of throw the ball into the bank and rail it up above the 10.
And I'm also thinking that Tim was really trying to freeze that back rail, if nothing else.
Yeah.
If he freezes that back rail, that shot changes immensely.
Yes.
I mean, he had a good 5 inches or so off that rail, which obviously the shot's a lot easier.
Great point. Yeah.
Had he stuck that back rail, boy, that would have been just as good as blinding him.
Yeah,
just
right.
about,
Yeah, exactly. But I'm going to go ahead and say that if Pete wins this rack right here, we're going to see 5-5. Okay?
Okay.
What do you think of that? I'm going to say it right now. If Pete wins this rack right here, we're seeing 5-5.
Okay. Well, Tim just called a combination. I mean, the 10 ball here. That's a toughie.
That is a toughie.
I'd be scared to hang it. I'd be
you're
scared of
playing
hanging
straight
it.
in. I mean, if I was playing this, I'm playing it with draw, and I'm kicking the off the rail first. To be honest.
Well, yeah, that probably wouldn't have been too bad of an idea.
I would, smooth stroke, lots of follow through.
Yeah.
2 ball off the rail and kick the 10 ball in.
And
so that the 2 ball comes underneath that 4-9
exactly
setup.
Right.
And you get the cue ball up there. It's
You
can't do anything wrong there.
Right.
My opinion.
No, I totally agree with that because, like you said, off that rail, that ball's going towards that 4-9, and you get behind one of those. It's extra help with the blocker.
Yeah.
The way
especially
he
the way
that.
they're calling it, they're doing call 10 only.
Yeah.
You can play your 2-way shots, and you have to take advantage of that.
Right.
I mean, that is such a big thing. If 2-way shots are available in the game, you got to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to.
Well, let's see if Pete can get out here. I mean, stop for the 5, the 6, or you leave any angle he likes to get to the 7. I mean, he's still got to put him in. But, he wiggled that one.
Yeah, he's not phased.
No.
Nothing really phases him. I was saying earlier, he'll pick up a house cue and say, let's play for 1,000.
Yeah, I know. He definitely.
He has zero fear. He's like, you want to rattle in? Watch, I'll make this one even better.
Yeah.
I'll make this one a lot cleaner.
Yeah, whatever. He just takes everything with a grain of salt, as you would say.
Yep.
He never looks like he cares when he misses or makes it. You get the same.
Same face on.
Yeah. I don't know if he likes this angle. He's going to have to try to beat that 10 somehow. That might have gotten away a little bit. I think he might have wanted to be a little straighter, so he could have drew straight back to the bottom rail for the 8. He's got a little bit of work cut out here. Top inside a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Wow, he hit that nice, huh? Wow, what a great shot, Pete. Should be able to draw this back and hold it. I don't see why not. I think he can draw right to the side rail. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
just like that.
Yeah.
All right, pool players. Table number 4. Rantamba, Diane Masters.
Roll it in.
Rantamba, Diane Masters. Table 4.
He missed it. Well, that's going to cost him, Mike.
Yeah, it is.
Now, it's a race to 13, correct?
Race to 13.
Are you doing a break after 9 or
12 racks. After rack 12 is completed.
after rack 12?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's too bad. Pete made all those good shots and missed one. You know, and missed one that required nothing special for position. You know,
Yeah, he
all
just
the
had
other
to
ones
pocket the ball,
he had
yeah.
to do stuff to get on. That one, there, he
know,
just had to make it. You know,
Maybe
but-
that's the same, the age-old talk about 8-ballitis or 9-ballitis where, you just say, just make it.
yeah,
And you don't
Yeah.
play it with a deliberate eye on the cue ball, and it's not the same thought process, and something tweaks in your brain, and you don't make it for whatever reason.
You know what? And we all do it.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a 6-2 right here. 6-2.
Yeah, 6-2. All right. Tim breaking from the side. I don't particularly like that in 10
I think
ball.
maybe he's
but,
going a little bit
you
more.
know, I like it straight on, but he made a
four
ball.
ball there.
Yeah. He's not going to end up with a shot here, though. He's going to be pushing out. But, I kind of like that. You hit it straight on and jump the cue ball backwards to the middle of the table because the one ball usually goes up table. But,
Yeah.
I don't break from the side, but I guess,
Not for nothing. It looked like he kind of followed. You can look at the replay right here. This is what's coming through live there.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But it looked like he almost wanted the cue ball to go down table.
Yeah.
Like maybe he wanted to try to pick through a rack here.
Yeah.
He wanted to play that moving game for a little bit.
I guess I'll say it 100 times. As long as you don't scratch on that break, I mean anything's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is scratch.
Pretty much.
The scratch. Listen. If you don't make a ball and the guy's got a run out, I'd rather have him have it where the ball's left and ball in hand because that changes your mentality to the maximum.
Mm-hmm.
People are gonna run out more ball in hand than just where the cue sits.
Most definitely.
That's just the way it is. Something about ball in hand that just tickles your fancy, so to say.
Yeah.
Even if there is 10 balls on the table, it's
Right.
the ball in hand, yeah.
Exactly.
Whereas if it's just left there for you, it's just a different mentality,
It is.
As strange as that is, same table, the cue ball could be in the same place you would put it for the ball in hand, but
Yeah, because you get to do it.
Yeah.
It's your choice.
Absolutely.
I put you there.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
you get a little funny on your position, and you're like, come on. A guy misses a shot, leaves you the same thing, you salivate. I am so excited to see this shot right here.
Yeah, right.
I can't believe he left me a one-rail kick. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
He left me this?
I'm seeing the table
But
again.
you leave yourself that shot.
Yeah,
You're
there's
like,
nothing like
come
getting up out of the chair for a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got something.
Yeah.
Got something to shoot for here.
He kind of went at that really, really aggressive. I think he's gonna come out okay here.
Nah, he
I
left
mean,
him
he
the
can hit it,
shot.
but I don't think he can make it.
Slow outside. I think he's cutting that 6 ball right in, and he'll swing right around that 10 ball, to be honest.
Oh well, yeah, I guess maybe so. From the top angle, it sure looks that way.
And if that 7 squeaks by that 8 ball, he could be going aggressive here. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure if he's going aggressive with this one.
I changed that to 6, but
Number 3.
oh, okay.
Just like that.
Good call. You're gonna come up a little short.
Now I think he's just going to freeze the ball right there on the 8 ball. Stop it with some right English.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no, he's going up table.
Is he?
Oh, yeah. I don't think that's going to cut it.
No.
I think he really had to dig
Oh,
in
boy,
there
yeah.
and just stick it right there on the 8 ball, throw the 7 ball down table. As long
Yeah,
as you're
yeah,
stuck
well,
to the 8 ball, I mean, it
Right,
doesn't matter
right.
really how close he is. If you hold on to Whitey like that, you should be all set.
Correct.
Very nice.
Yeah, very good.
Very nice execution there.
Yeah.
Yep.
A little too much there, Pete. But you gotta you might have to watch the side pocket here a little bit.
I think he's going to play just above center and try to roll right between the side and the top corner. In my opinion, he's gonna just kind of punch it a little bit, but
These back cut shots, boy, are the worst shot in the game, I think.
Oh.
Once again, if your opponent left you that, you'd come up jumping. But because you leave that back cut shot, those are difficult shots.
yeah, exactly.
They really are.
The guy leaves you that, you are excited. You leave you that, you're like, I'm not sure here. Now, I got to say, Pete's doing a lot of work for Tim here. These last 2 racks, he's done unbelievable amounts of work.
Yeah,
And kind of passed it right on over.
and came up. You're short on it.
Yeah.
It's too bad. You have that 9 down the rail and that there. I mean, that's 2 racks that I saw right there, and I missed.
Sure.
I missed. Like I said, it
He,
was 5-0, and I missed a couple.
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
Yeah, Pete missed a 9 ball earlier where he did a lot of work to get there. And, Pete just needs to, slow down a little bit at the last couple and, make sure. Do that double check real quick, and he'll definitely be able to do it. I mean,
Sure.
when you're in a position like Pete, or when I'm in a position like Pete is, if I'm playing somebody and I feel like I'm giving it away, I'm doing a lot of work and I'm giving it away, I just tell myself, you can't say, oh, this guy's this guy's. No, you bear down and you say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm still in control here.
Yeah.
So, if Pete can mentally overcome those things, which I'm sure he can.
Yeah, he can. He
then
can
I think
scrape
it's
back.
gonna be
But
all
I mean,
set.
you're talking Tim's more than halfway there, though.
Mhm. Absolutely.
So and you're down 5. Sometimes it's tough to overcome that. But yeah, let's face it. It should be just about what you said it would be. Hadn't he made those couple little
Yeah, probably
mistakes?
5-5, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Because he's
5-4,
definitely
5-5.
had the opportunities to do it,
He's going to try to stick him on the 8 ball here,
and he's going to
and
do
he's
it.
done so.
Yeah. Oh, he left him a decent kick, but get in position for the 3.
Mhm.
He's really going to have to come off if he comes off the rail, the bottom rail good, he might get up there. But
Tim's going aggressive. He's up 7-2.
Yeah.
He's kicking this ball in with speed, and he's going up table.
why wouldn't you?
Exactly.
I
He's
mean,
going up.
You can't play safety on it, really. Wow.
And
He hit it. He hit it so good like that. It was.
now, do you think it's desperate for Pete to do a 2-10 carom here?
You know what? I don't think it's a bad shot, to tell you the truth, because you might float under the 5, and then you're going to leave the 2. I don't.
Hopefully, 2 rails above the 4 ball there.
But the 2 could go off the 6 and the side or something like
yeah.
that, and then you end up behind the 5 and shooting at the 3 with not a shot.
If he
Funny
bears down,
things happen.
I think,
how
he'll pocket this 10 ball. If he bears down, I think he could pocket this.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, but I also want to make sure with the 2, I'd like to hit one of those balls to keep the 2 up there. Otherwise, it'll come back down at you, and he might leave him a shot down this end of the table. But, yeah, I mean, it's a good-sized ball, too, being froze like that. There's a lot of ways to make that, Being down, why not?
Yeah, why not?
The only problem is not hitting it hard enough and hanging. He's not. I don't think he's doing it.
No, he didn't call it, so. He's going with the safety. Needs to get above that 9 ball. And he did. He got there. Now, granted, Tim could masse to make this, but I think he's going to be, what's he looking to do? Kick here?
Yeah, I think he's
just
going to
gonna-
kick it. Unless he sees it.
No, he can't see it.
Oh, he
Oh,
saw
he
it.
saw a piece of it, huh?
Yeah.
Say, I did not think he could see
I
a
think
piece
he
there.
might have got him back, or there was a slight window there. It's hard to tell. He might.
Tell you what,
it looks like there's a window. I mean, he's shooting it pretty quick.
And is he going behind the 6 ball? He
Oh,
is.
yeah, he's got him really
Very
good.
nice.
Yeah, he's got him behind the 6 really good.
Very, very nice, Pete. Very nice job.
So he should spin on one side of the 9, I think, here, and just put a lot of left, unless he can go between the 2 and the 9. Otherwise, he'd go outside the 9 and spin into the 2. Just to the left of that chalk, I figure he'd be aiming. He's looking. Yeah, I don't. He can't get there with 3 rails or 2 rails. I think the 3's in the way. I think it's outside the 9 with a lot of left and just spin to the 2 and once again just make the hit.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know.
Does he have a window? No,
Oh,
he's messing.
yeah, he's gonna mess.
I didn't know if he had a window between the 6 and the 9.
I don't know if I like that though. I'd be going for the kick shot with a lot of left, but I just I don't know.
That right there. All right, so Pete's got ball in hand here. He's got 9 balls on the table. He's got to get out here. Pete, you got to run out here. There's not really any. I mean, do you see any issues that I'm not seeing here? I mean,
No.
anything that's a little funny to get
No,
on? I mean, he's got the 6
no.
right under the 7 to shoot it up in the corner.
No.
I mean,
Yeah. No.
he's got to get out here.
Yeah.
He's going to draw back a little. He's going to shoot the 4 on the side. Nice speed control there.
Yeah. It's
I think
way
he kinda
overall, but
I think you just stop this, throw it in. You might move the cue ball up table, maybe a half an inch.
oh no, that's
Put it on the line. That's okay. Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, I mean, he's definitely off the races.
Because it's
here.
6
There's-
ball. I mean,
Yeah.
you got
Yeah, you're down table. You're in.
Sure.
Very nice.
Yeah, I mean,
Just enough
roll.
to stay under it. I mean, he's fine here. I am not going to move a muscle until Pete is done shooting here. But I will say that in just a minute, Tommy, I want to just
do whatever you got to do. Huh?
while he's racking, I want to tell him. I want to tell the players that table 8 is now the $5 action table.
Oh, okay.
Make sure everybody's cool on that. And I also think Mr. Adam Blair is going to be hopping up in here for a sec here. Come on, Petey.
Oh, yeah, I
Come on, Pete. What else do you say there? I mean, he's just too quick there.
yeah.
Tim did put himself kind of 50-yarder, but he's
Yeah.
just going to roll this in off the side there.
Got a little touch of inside on it. It just needs a good angle on the 9. Which I don't know if he's got, I mean, he'd probably draw straight back. If the 10's froze, that's a big ball.
I don't know if he's going to draw this ball.
Inside.
No, inside.
A little
high
inside, yeah.
He's going to smash it.
Or straight on even,
Yeah.
That's good enough. You should be able to spin that in. I don't know if it's frozen or not, but
It's going to be pretty close.
yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it looks like it's frozen there, yeah. Roll it with a little bit of inside. He's good.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah. That's 8-2. So I guess
We got 2 racks going.
2 racks,
Let me
and
get this
we're gonna
going
take.
real
Yeah,
quick.
go do what you got to do, Mike.
Thanks,
I'm
Tom.
gonna say this you here.
Yep, that's me.
Okay. Oh. All right. Mike's got to go do what he's got to do here, and all right. Tim still breaking from the side. I noticed 2 and the 3 are on the corners. I don't know if that's the way they elected to rack it or not. Sometimes, the players rather have the 2-3 on the outside. I don't, Tim did that, but I'm not sure. I'll ask Mike when he comes back. I don't know if he can. Yeah, I guess you get a piece of it. He's probably a little aggravated or frustrated with himself. He let a couple really good opportunities get away from him, which we all do. But that was about 3. It's tough to bounce back from that, especially you're down by 6. and raise to 13. And I think he's going to leave him a relatively easy hit, I think. He can probably bottom rail, side rail. I mean, he's going to could sell out an easy shot. Oh, no, he can get between that 8 and 10, it looks like. That ain't all too bad. See if Tim just thin cuts this and then puts it behind the 9 and tries to run the cue ball behind the 8, or tries to play the cue behind the 9. I'm not sure. Yeah, he did that behind the 8. Not bad. I think Pete will have to go off the rail this time. Or maybe not. He might be able to thin the 1 and make the 9 ball here, too. Yeah, looks like, he's thinking, that's good to see, too. I think you got a shot here. It's going to be tough to hold it for the 2. He might be able to skip off the 5 and head towards that chalk over there above the side pocket. If it goes by the 4 also, which I assume, it goes by the 4. Or off the 4, too. You could hit it straight around if you maybe use the 4 a little bit. He just doesn't want to get on the other side of the 3 ball. That's not too bad, I guess. Tough to get, your pockets the 1 ball in the corner, tough to get on the, you may play the 1-4. Camera's a little dark. Oh no, it's just the angle. Picture looks good today. The last couple times I watched the stream, it was a little fuzzy. Count him in it? Yeah, he tried the count. Oh no, he played it right in. Good shot. Maybe thinking safe here. And you just spin the 2 on the other side of the 3-5 and stick the key. That's perfect. That's a good safety. That's a good safe. And Pete's gonna have a hard time with this one. Oh, maybe not. He might have a little. No, he's moving away. Get a top view here and see what we got. He'd be able to really. I don't know if he can. He can get below the side pocket. He should be able to spin down above the side pocket. I don't think it happens, no matter what kind of English he puts on it. But he can also go, top rail by this that way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The rail that he's standing, hit that one. But then he's going to worry about scratch too, But that I like the shot. It's a good way to go. Make sure I spin it enough, though. You want to hit that other side rail over there, because otherwise you're going to run into the 10. Unless you're going between the 8 and the 10, but I don't think that angle's there. Definitely going to worry about the scratch here, though, that's for sure. That was absolutely perfect. Perfect. What a shot. Excellent, Pete. Excellent. Tim's called the 10 ball here. Maybe he's figuring, count him off the deuce, call 10. Why not call it? Make sure you make the hit, and no, he didn't do that. All right, 3 ball. Oh, he's got the 2-10 combo. We don't have to worry about that 3 ball being an issue, I guess, huh? Don't get too wild, Pete. Stay down there and. All right. Pete gets another. That's 8-3. So I guess we're going to play one more rack, and we're going to have a break, probably 15 or 20 minutes. It's enough time to get to the cupboard for a bag of chips and something to drink. Sit back down and behind your computer, your iPod or your phone. Catch the rest of it. You never know. Never know. Decent turnout in the tournament, I think. Over 32 anyway. I don't know how many players there were exactly. Decent crowd tonight. All right, see if Tim can make a good hit on this one. Oh, all right. Yeah, well, you know what? That's a decent push. You know, why play with that thing? You know, the 5. You got the 5 to the 6. That's got a little issue to it with the 7 being there. You can't use that side rail to draw back on, so you need a perfect angle to get back to the 6. Well, not perfect, but you know, away from the 7. It's still, you know, not the easiest table. Runnable for sure. All right, let that get away from him a little bit. I think he's going to come out okay though. Straight in the hole. I don't reckon he was playing that pocket, but I'm going to move the camera over to check this angle. He's still going to, like you said, he's going to have to deal with that 5. I think that's going to be the ball of the rack, you know, 5 to the 6. You know, trying to, you know, try to stun that a little bit and ended up throwing it just a little bit. All right, Mike's back.
All right, so looks like I missed Pete winning another game.
Pete won a game.
How did it go?
Tim missed a hit on the one ball, and it was a 210 combo with like one other ball down. You know?
All right.
So yeah, Tim had a hit that, you know, I think he should have made, but you know, it happens. You know, he missed a hit, and
I do want to say that we are supposed to take a break after this rack here.
Yeah.
This is rack 12 here. Now, one thing that I'm thinking is the momentum may or may not switch here, and you know those things do happen.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that happen many a times, man. Oh, the break is. I love I love the breaks because everything changed.
Yeah, you could come back and not make a ball, or you could come back and shoot like a god. I mean,
and this is what I was talking about earlier. How we needed the 7 was going to be in the way to get on the 6, so you needed to be a pinpoint,
kind of straight on,
better position. You know,
either straight on or
away,
a little bit
away
further
from
down.
the 7. You know, this is where you know.
I think he's just going to try to power through it. To be honest.
Oh yeah, but if you power through, I guess you could.
Yeah, that 8 ball's going to catch it.
You know,
like a giant catcher's mitt right there.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that, boy.
Yeah.
You know,
you know what else you got to look out for? You got to look out for the carom scratch on the 8 and the side. You know, like
of course,
when you bump that anywhere like an inch from the side there, I mean, you're going right in the drink.
Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough. You know, he plays safe. That's what he did too. He played safe, and that's a good one too. Great shot, Pete. Yeah, that was safe all the way. Well, I guess maybe not. You know, he could have been playing for the cross bank, but he missed it by such a margin. He was making sure that he double crossed with the speed, absolutely, because it's so hard to like come close and miss and try to play the pocket at the same time. 'Cause with that speed there, you end up hanging it like real simple, you know. But that was very good shot.
All right, so
Did he make the 9? No.
it's going to hang there.
You know, I mean, it's not a big deal getting on the 7, but the 8's there. You know, with the 8 being there, you don't want to make sure he stays away from the 8. So he could leave it out in the middle of the table a little more. And he get a little angle. I'm reckoning going to play maybe follow it inside a little bit. Follow it inside to like the middle of the table or so. Kind of like that. That's good. Another one of those things. Just pocket the ball. I mean, the 8's a hanger, 9's a hanger. You just got to make this one. Just get out a shot of the rack.
That was kind of the one. That was the one right there.
Yeah. I think you just. Well, it looks like he's gonna. Yeah, I would have stopped it probably, but. He's all set. He's pretty tall, so no problem reaching this one.
Yeah, what do you think he's reaching there? 6'5", 6'4", 6'5"? Ooh.
Yeah. Well,
he was flirting with that side there.
Yeah, he was. It's gonna be looks like 9-3.
Let's see what they want to do. We're going to take our short break.
I'm thinking Pete is definitely going to want to break without a doubt. All right, it's break time, so I reckon 10 minutes, maybe 15 tops or something. Yeah, not too long. Just enough time, like I said, to go to the fridge and go to the cupboard and get your chips. Get back behind your computer or your iPod or your phone and enjoy the rest of the match.
You said it, Tommy. All right, we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Enjoy the tunes.
All right.
All right, Mr. Bertrand,
Yeah.
we're about to get rolling again.
Yes, we are.
Let me kick this back into gear. And pow, we got Tim Perry coming to break, leading this match 9-3. So, had the opportunity to talk to both players shortly. Not sure how it's going to pan out, but I know where their minds are at.
Yeah.
Tim is just trying to ride the wave, ride the momentum. He's like, ram slam plow, just like he always is, just full speed ahead, watch me go. And Pete is, he doesn't not see what's happening. He knows what he's doing. He's making the game a little easier for Tim where he doesn't have to. And he's going to do his best to bear down and take it out.
I mentioned that to Tim. He said it could easily be 6-6, and he also said it's eerily similar to the last time they played.
Yeah.
That's what he said to me.
Won.
Yeah.
And Pete won that match.
Right, and he's of course I was on a bar table, which is a little different, but nevertheless.
But he was same two players on the same equipment,
correct.
and that's what happens.
Yeah. So he said I just got to keep the pressure on. But
that's exactly right. In my opinion, if I was Tim, I would not be going aggressive here. I would be going, make Pete have to kick a lot, make him shoot these awkward shots, and get out of his head and wait till he gives you the easy out there. I would not be shooting any aggressive shots. I mean, if you got a two-way, hanger combo carom on the 10 or something, yeah, you go with that. But
sure.
As far as playing aggressive shots, I don't think we're going to see Tim do anything like that.
All right,
No.
that's pretty containing there.
Yeah.
Tim has a kick at it, but I don't think he sees a piece of this at all.
Yeah.
I don't think you can see any of it. Yeah, I don't think he sees any of it. He's going to try to kick. He's going to call the 10 ball in the corner, I think. I don't think he actually called that.
He's going to make out all right with that, boy. Oh, wow. It just kind
It
of
was spinning so much, it just kind of rode itself in there.
Yeah, it did.
It had to have some kind of vertical spin on it, too, though, because if it didn't, it would have just dug itself into the cloth, so.
All right, well.
Pete's got the advantage here. I mean, he's got the ball in hand. I mean.
Yeah. The 7, is in the way some, whereas you might have to leave a longer shot on the 5, unless you get to the rail underneath and play the cue ball, play the cue ball to the other rail and on the other side of the table and come out that way. But the speed is difficult on a shot like that. Not what I had in mind, but might be able to catch the rail first here and spin below the 9 or something.
Now, I know this isn't ideal, but I'd be getting the bridge. I mean, oh, wait, he's a lefty.
Yeah, he's lefty.
Yeah, he's a lefty. He can shoot this
yeah.
comfy. He can shoot this comfy. I would actually
Off the
kind
rail,
of jack up a little bit. I mean, it looks like it's real close to the rail. I would kind of almost like force the ball to hop a little and stick to, bounce off the long rail, short rail, and come right above there. You kind of jump into it slightly.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I think he wanted to elevate there a little bit. Not for nothing. I see Pete kicking this in. You get it?
Well, he's got. I mean, he sees it pretty good. Well, he's going to call a 10 ball.
2 minutes, come right back in, okay? Chuck Sampson taking a match down.
Oh, yeah, I heard a little some goings on over there.
Just got to put up a couple of matches here, Tom.
Okay.
Got some good
Yeah, I'm
pros in
just
here. Taking care of business, my friend.
I'm waiting for Pete to. He's still undecided. I mean, he called the 10 ball, but
That's a good eye there. I mean, if he comes under it too short, he could kick the 5 right into it. He comes a little high on it, he could carry him and make the 10.
Not too bad, all in all. Tim's got a. Here's that area where you
do
play
you go
safe,
for it,
right.
Exactly. Me personally, I thin the ball with a lot of spin, put it on the bottom rail, stick the cue ball uptown. I mean, he's looking like he's going to bank this ball. I mean, if he feels that comfortable about it, then go ahead. But
Sure.
yeah, I didn't really like shooting that like that. Again, a lot of these times, it's preference, strictly preference.
He might be able to cut that 5 in there, but that 7 comes into play.
Yep.
A little bit. Or maybe not because of how thin he has to hit it, but he still has to get on the 6. I
think he's going to power right. He
No.
looked for a second like he was going to power draw and go to the top rail, just spin backwards, but now same shot here.
Yeah,
I tons and tons of spin and kick it to the top rail. Bank it to the top rail there. It's kind of tough though because, you know what? I think in this case you kind of have to zigzag the cue ball. You got to thin cut it
between the 8 and the 10.
Yeah, right.
Head for the bottom rail.
Right, exactly.
Lay it right on there, You
got to hit that 6 ball kind of thin though.
Oh, he went for an all-out block with the 9, but I don't think he got it.
No, he didn't.
He's going to leave him the 6 ball just like that.
Yeah, it's going to cost him too, I think.
I have to agree with you there.
Over to 9, but it shouldn't be an issue. I'm guessing they're playing if you move 2 balls during your stroke that it's ball in hand. I'm assuming that they're playing that. If you just get down to set up on the ball and you move a ball, you move it back. But if you're in the middle of a stroke and you touch another ball, I believe it's a foul. Once again, I don't know every rule or parameters that they went over, but I'm thinking that's how they're playing. Might overrule that a little bit, but he shouldn't have any problem holding it for the 10 at all. Pretty much could even use center ball here.
Maybe a little, rich left, right, center.
I mean, yeah, left, right, center. Yeah, he can even use right for Pete's sake. He's just gonna.
Yeah,
I don't just center, just like so.
Yeah. He had like a hair of inside on there. You aim it to the bottom side of the pocket. The inside pulls it to the top.
Yeah,
and
he
comes
could
straight
even
off.
been out another 4 inches, and he was pretty fine. I mean, that's good right
Number
there.
3.
I don't suspect to be hanging
Number
this
3,
one.
Chuck. Number 3. Table 3.
But yeah, it's another one for Tim. It's 10-3, 3 games away.
10-3, 10-3.
Yeah. Race to 13.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how these guys are doing over there. Who do we got there? It's 2-1 over there. Got the C-Class event, Brian Daphne and Dennis Levesque playing over on table 5. They are playing to get into the hot seat here. I did just want to mention, that's a good thing to explain there. We're playing even here, folks. There is no handicaps in these events. This tournament is race to 3 alternate break, and you got a B- player playing an A- player, and they're both playing to get into the hot seat.
Yeah.
I mean, that says something right there.
Sure.
And, I mean, I just, I have to point those things out when they come like that because, I mean, think about it.
Tim's got a really good chance to get out here. I mean,
Oh, man, yeah, you're not kidding.
He put slide
English, he's coming swooping
slide
under
it
there.
right down towards the 8 ball.
That was,
even frozen
that was
on
Diane.
even frozen on the rail. I think he's going to be okay.
He might run into the 5 here. Depends on how he gets off of it, though.
You definitely didn't want to do that. I'm thinking maybe.
It might not be a bad idea to. Oh, he's calling the 10 ball.
Yeah.
He's calling the 10 ball.
Why not? Really? You know. He definitely didn't want to be in that particular position, but.
Not for nothing. It
He's
looked
gonna
like he didn't even.
He's going to come out all right here, I think. I don't know,
Hit
No,
it up, Tommy. Hit that overhead, brother. What are we looking at there? Can he get this in there? Yeah, he can. I don't know if he's going to go to make it, but he could make it. He can see it. In his position, I can't tell him not to try to get it in. I can't tell him to try to not cut that.
It doesn't look like he's trying it.
I got a little help there with the 7 ball on the rail.
He put the 7 in a worse position than it was anyway.
What do you think? You think Tim's going to try to do something with that 7 right now, or?
No, I think he's going to just. I think he's just going to try to play for the 6 and the side and get in between them. Tell you the truth. And he got maybe he would have been okay there.
Yeah.
I think. He probably could have snuck in between those two balls. Now, the 7 might even go by the 8, too, you know. It's hard, once again, it's hard
Yeah,
to
you know
tell
what?
from
Yeah.
here, you know. So
I think you're right, actually, Tom.
Pete needed, you know,
He's
really
not really
needs-
giving that bear down right there, but
He got fortunate. He's got him over a ball here. I
Yeah.
mean, that helps. But no, he's not
it's
capitalizing.
not debilitating,
you know?
but it's definitely going to hurt a little bit here.
Yeah, it changes your speed and whatnot, you know.
And just like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
All right, Pete. The pool gods gave you a shot here.
Yeah, I mean, he needs
Take
to
advantage
put
here.
some pressure the other way here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's so much different when you're on that table in that element in this situation. Boy, does that game change. That ball hopped on him a little bit. Which you know, I say it hopped on it, but when it hops like that, it's like skidding. When you skid a ball, you say, "Oh, it skidded on me." Well, that's because you didn't hit it good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made it do that.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't do that on its own. You know.
Yeah. Did it
Yeah.
skid? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do it? Yep.
Yeah. You know, they don't skid just because they feel like it's just the way you whatever it is in your arm that you know, you're gonna leave a shot. Good one too. We're gonna find out if that 7 goes by the 8 right now.
We are going to find that out. We're going to find out
Okay,
right
you
now.
see how he pointed though? He's pointing 4 rails, so maybe it doesn't because he pointed like to go around the
I
table.
mean, looking at this on the overhead there, though, I mean, it does look like it clearly passes there, but
It sure does, but the angles are so like, you know, they're different from up here and even on that screen there. I think he's thinking 4 rails. So
yep,
he hit it nice.
it's looking okay.
About as good as he could really hit it, I think.
Now, you think he's going to throw the 7 ball up and try to just hold the cue there, or he's going back and forth across the table?
He's going to go back and forth.
So he's going to punch this a little bit?
I think so. I don't think he can hold it with the spin. Unless he draws to the bottom rail, side rail, or something. I don't know. Oh, he banked it.
I'm a little confused as to why he played it in that way.
Yeah, me too. I didn't.
I mean, if
I
he
didn't
wasn't
like-
going to go for it up in the corner, then you just bank it 2 rails nice and smooth and, you know, bring the cue ball downtown and
Right, and play safety on it.
Yeah,
And
right,
just
play safety.
Just put a big gapper in between there and let Pete shoot at a, just whatever,
Right.
a long shot. Like you said, C-rail, put it on the back rail and make him have to bank it.
yeah.
Or bank safe or whatever he decides to do. That was pretty good speed right there. That was actually perfect speed.
Mhm.
All right, that's another for Pete. 10-4.
Looking okay, looking okay.
Yeah, I didn't like that shot there, you know.
See Tim Perry over here. He's mouthing the words to this Rocky soundtrack song that we got going on here. A lot of the guys love hearing that stuff when they're shooting. They love hearing that. Got a lot of 80s movie music in
Yeah.
the Ship to Cash playlist tonight. Pete, you got to get some here. You got a little fortunate there. You left him a piece of it, I think. I don't know if it's a full eclipse.
Yeah, no, it looks like he's going to go for a push out. Push to the bottom rail and
And Tim has the okay to shoot at it. Pete kind of has to.
agree. I definitely agree with that. There's an okay when you're up by 6 racks, a little more of an okay, you know. But there's not really a shot here either. But
right.
you know,
I think he's going to
I definitely knew
off
Pete
the
was
one
giving
ball,
that
try
back,
and one
you know.
rail kick the 9 ball, and he's just going for something here.
I think if the score was tighter, Pete might have went for
Yeah, right.
But I
if it was
think
a little
at that
tighter, he
distance
might have
it's
done
like,
something there.
you know
but
what?
he's
Go
just like,
ahead.
go right
and,
ahead.
take my chances.
Yeah, at least got to take a peek, though.
He got
I
a
mean,
pretty good there, though. I think. That was kind of a little unfortunate on sevens there, though, right? So
he might have a piece of it. I don't know if he can make it, but as I move differently on the screen to see if I can get a better angle, right?
I know. I do the same thing, right?
It's so funny.
Don't look at the pool table
Yeah,
and
right.
stand up and look for a
Yeah.
better angle. Look at the screen and move
Yeah,
your head,
right, yeah.
Because that changes everything on the screen.
He actually almost made that right in.
Yeah, he could see it. I'm thinking because he went down on it pretty.
I got to say
pretty
this right
quick.
here. All right, so he almost made the ball. He missed it, but the side he left it on,
Yeah,
it makes it difficult to kick this ball in.
absolutely.
I mean,
I
He's got, yeah, I mean, look, he's got to jack up on Massey to hit it from the other side. And he makes it.
yeah.
Let's see what he's going to get out of it.
Well, he's going to see the 2. That's a good start. I'm thinking it goes by the 4, but if not, you're going to see probably a
see him
little
shooting.
safety.
Yeah, he's
here,
going to stick him on the 4 ball. I don't think you can shoot out here. You can't shoot at this. He's going to feather the 4 with the 2 ball and roll the cue ball right onto the 4. I mean, I think that's really all you got. Slow roll with a little bit of outside English.
Sure. You got to be careful. You don't let it leak, though. That's kind of hard. Oh, he went a
went the other
different.
way.
Yeah,
All right.
that's okay.
Again, preference.
Frozen.
And
Even
he's got
if
distance,
Tim had
too.
it clean in, it's
Yes.
tough to get.
Yeah.
The 3 where the 3 is.
Sometimes distance is all you got, so you got to make sure that you take care of it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
A little distance goes a long way sometimes.
Absolutely. He got fortunate there. Had he made that, he wouldn't have had a shot on the 3. I don't think.
Now,
because
by no means am I going to say that this is happening to Timmy here, but I've seen sets where the guy gets up way up, like way up, like not even 10-4. I mean like way up, and the guy that's up, for some reason, he just can't do it anymore, and he just one after another cannot make a shot, and it just. I mean, it baffles me how those things happen like that.
yeah.
But, I mean,
Yeah, I'm not even going to mention any of that. Ryan might be listening,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay away from the Hall of Fame match that he had.
Oh, okay,
I'm going to leave
okay.
that one alone.
yeah, all right.
You're
all right.
welcome, Ryan.
Yeah, right. Don't mention it, Ryan. It's no big deal.
No, I'm going to shut up on that. I'm not even
Yeah.
going to say nothing.
Yeah, we're all
But he
done.
knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Some of us do.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of good tournaments coming soon. Like I was saying, this Saturday we got the B-Class Boss event. That's at Bose Billiards in Warwick.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we're going to be in the neighborhood of like 50 to 70 players, somewhere in that range.
Wow.
I mean, the C-Class event
shots.
was, 55, 56 players, something like that. First prize with the side pool was $1,300.
Yeah.
I'm thinking with the higher buy-ins, and we see it in the chart and all that stuff. I think we're going to end up in the neighborhood of like 16, 17, 1,800 for first with the side pool, something like that.
Nice.
That's this Saturday.
Yeah.
Open to A- and below only. Right after that, we have a Joss event coming to Snookers. That's on Saturday and Sunday, June 3rd and 4th. That's going to be another good one. June 11th, I have my Amateur Open, the Ship to Cash Amateur Open. That's also at Bose Billiards in Warwick. That one's open to A++ and below only.
Wow.
Wow.
That one. Yeah. He got fortunate.
I think I just seen Pete's Heart do a double tip.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. The events.
So, we got a lot of good tournaments coming up.
Yeah.
If you're in the area, come down, play in any of the ones that you are eligible for. The Joss event, I believe it's a little bit pricey. What is it, like $1.25, something like that?
I don't.
I think they down the amateurs a little bit now, right? What is it, like $85?
70 and 15 for a day pass.
So 85. 80,
The Ocean State Open is 125. Plus the 15 day pass if you're not a member. So that turns out to be like 140. But the regular
yeah, right name
events,
up.
the regular events are 75. I mean 70. I'm sorry, adjustments for the amateur.
Yeah.
Like I said, except the Ocean State, which is a 125 period. The Hall of Fame, same thing, 70.
Mhm.
Yeah, just the Ocean State is 125. Plus, the
That's
15 for the day pass.
yeah, that's going to be the third and the fourth, Saturday, Sunday. Usually, I run a qualifier for anything like that here on a Thursday.
Yeah,
So probably going to do that.
sure.
Those are just $20, $25, whatever we do with those.
Yeah,
Give a couple of players the opportunity to get in the ring with the big dogs, and it only costs you like $20 or so.
yeah.
So those are coming up. Definitely check those out.
All right. Well,
Not sure what we're looking at here. I mean,
Pete needs to.
a few racks ago, Tim wouldn't have missed that one.
He needs to.
Bear down for the
Yeah,
cash.
he needs
as,
to talk.
Mr. Adam Blair would
He
say.
needs to get out of this
Bear
rack.
down for the cash.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Keith, if you're watching, no kidding.
Oh, boy, Pete. That was kind of unfortunate because, he could have easily bumped that square in the face and just moved it closer to the pocket,
Yeah, that's
But I know how that happens because he more than anything else, he's making sure that he makes the ball, But I might have rolled it with some tops and just came across and under the 10 here and left myself a little longer shot. All you had to do was stop it, and the 9 was there for you. But
I think he's trying to get comfortable, he's trying to get some kind of momentum, feel comfortable with his stroke and all. He really doesn't have many options here. He can either go ridiculously aggressive, or he's got to come up with some kind of safety here. There's no shot screaming out, I'll tell you that much.
no.
Cross
Cross corner, like under the 9, maybe. Try to leave it in the middle of the table.
I got a shot for you here, Tom. You're going to shoot the 8 ball towards that first diamond on the short rail, and you're going to hit the cue ball right above the side pocket, a little bit of left English, and try to put yourself underneath the 10 ball.
Sure.
That's about all I see. I don't want to hit this hard because of these fast rails. Just like that. Hey, how about that? Pete thinks like I do. Or do I think like Pete?
I don't know. He leaked it a little bit, but nevertheless, that was a good shot.
I don't think there was really much else to do there.
Tim's probably going to thin this towards the 9 and try to come straight back down behind the 10,
Yeah.
and not scratch, which the speed's not going to allow it.
Wow, he barely hit that.
Yeah, well, in that case, it would have scratched, but
Yeah. Yep. Hold on 1 second. Tommy, I got to handle something real quick.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right, Pete. See if you can make yourself a hit here. Oh, he left him a really good angle, too, I think. I don't think he's straight. Oh, yeah, he's going to high up inside. Excellent. Just pocket it, and the 10's sitting there, nothing fancy here. Roll it in, basically. Yeah, there it is. 10 on the side. All right, there's another for Tim. 11-4. As we can see, Tim needs 2. Definitely difficulty here for Pete. Just really can't get that momentum kicking for him. Need the 5 ball, and he sees the 1. Oh, he's got a 110 combo. Look at this. Boy. Yeah. Never easy, but boy, it comes at a good time to put him on the hill if he makes it. And he has made it. So that puts Tim on the hill. So a 9-1 race. All right, Tim. I know the 10 doesn't count. Boy, tell you what. Had that hung, he wouldn't have had really a good shot. He probably would have pushed out and pushed the 10 in. But so Tim Brook made a ball, had a 110 combo, and pocketed it to put him on the hill.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, no, it was pretty. I mean, it wasn't the easiest thing on earth, but it was pretty straight in the hole. So, that's a decent safe by Pete. He's just got to keep grinding. But, it's I mean 9-1 race. I mean that's an uphill battle.
I just want to say one thing real quick. Because of the way that this match has gone, I mean, no downing either player, but we see how the match has gone. That was an incredible shot.
That was pretty good.
Wow, Buzzsaw.
You know what? I've seen him do that. A couple weeks ago, I saw him do that twice with that full length cue, and he made both those shots. I saw him shoot too, so he's pretty avid with it, and he's definitely feeling the hill. You can see he's got the look. This isn't easy to get on. You got to be pinpoint. He overdrew it a little
Went
bit.
underneath it, but you can still do something here.
Absolutely.
He's got something to work with.
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad safe.
Super thin cut it behind a 6, maybe try to bring the cue behind a 9 or something of the sorts.
Yeah,
or off the 10.
Basic 2-rail underneath the 6 ball, double the cue ball uptown.
Sure, right behind the 9.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, that was the last thing he wanted, but all right, so Pete's got ball in hand here. I mean, I can't say it enough. He's got to get out. I mean, you just can't miss tables like balls on tables like this. Overrolled it a little bit, but I think he should be able to come around 3 banks. Yeah, come around a little bit of top and kind of hard. Just too hard. Oh, Pete. Yeah, he's going all out banking here. You got it. But now, he might have to bank another one. This one, though, he might shoot in the side.
Yeah, I think you just roll this one in the side.
Leave the cue ball on the bottom rail in case you,
just in case.
Miss it,
Yeah, he's got to shoot this one on the side. Nicely done, Pete.
Yeah. All right.
Tim knocking the table, showing some respect to the shot there.
Oh, yep. Score.
Knock him up there.
All right. We got 12-5.
12-5.
Yeah. Tim just overrolled that ball at the 5 position a little bit. He got a little careless on it to scratch in the side like that. He could have ran the 5 into the 10 and brought it to the bottom rail. Just make sure you get the cue behind the 9 or even the back rail
Yeah, I mean,
You know, leave the guy jacked up on a rail, and you're in good shape. You know, but
to be honest,
I
it's
mean,
kind of like
what can you say? He's up, so it's not like he's done a whole bunch wrong. You know?
yeah. I mean, the way I'm looking at that right there on Tim's behalf, I mean, it's literally like a millionaire buying like a giant steak, taking 2 bites and throwing it in the garbage. Like he don't care.
Yeah.
You know, like he feels very comfortable in his position,
Yeah.
and it's not going to change his life. And he's like, you know what? I'll get one more swing at this.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I've seen some.
Oh,
you know,
yeah. No,
I've seen
no,
some
yeah.
serious things happen.
I understand completely. Yeah, I've been around the game a while. I've seen a few things.
I'm sure you.
Listen. I've done a few, and I've had a few done to me. You know what I mean? So
Look at that shot. That was pretty sporty.
Yeah, I know. I know how the game works.
Wow, that was. He's going to jack up Massey kick here.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no, I
went
agree.
right to it.
Yeah, and not too bad.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Really, I mean, even if the one goes in, the 7's going to be he bumped that 7 and get stuck behind the 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Trying to see. I mean, I know it's real risky, but I feel like Pete's thinking about putting the cue ball behind the 6.
Yeah.
Nah, he's going at it.
He might just be going down the bottom rail here. No? Oh no, he went for the combo. I made a nice one too.
Nicely done.
Very good. Yeah. Be a little straight here though, but I don't know if he can catch deep on that bottom rail there, top rail, whatever. He might just draw.
Power draw a little
Right
bottom
to
right.
where he is. Oh no!
Oh, he had the angle
Yeah,
there.
he definitely
He's all
had an
set.
angle for sure.
All right, Mr. Bowman, let's see some here.
Yeah.
Let's see some.
A little lighter than he had hoped, but he shouldn't have any problem here. He'd probably put a little. I put a little inside, hit the side rail, back rail. But it looks like he's going to draw. No, side rail, just like that. That's perfect.
Just like that.
It's so hard to tell how he's queuing up and what he's going to do, But that was the way to play it. There's definitely no doubt about that. Fell a little short again,
A little short on this.
Got to work now. He was better off being a little longer and then playing 3 rails up that end and coming into the 9 than this way here. He plays that in the side. That 10's a big ball. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The shot just became so much harder position.
Absolutely.
Even if he's straight out, if he would have been straight on with the 8, could have thin cut it 3 rails coming towards the 9. Now he's going to be moving away from the 9 and whatnot. Oh, he hit it perfect.
Wow.
I mean, that was good.
Great shot, Pete.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Nice shot.
That's excellent. Yeah, I mean, not how he had planned it when he shot the 7 ball, but.
Oof. He almost turned that one into a tough one. I thought he overrolled it.
Yeah.
Nice, Pete.
All right.
12-6.
Yeah.
12-6. Got some Wiz Khalifa in the background. This was added to the playlist about 2 months ago. People have been they've been digging this song. Nice relaxing song, I like to say. So Tommy, you had added some music to the Ship to Cash playlist. You had suggested some Dream Theater.
Yes. Metropolis.
Yeah, that was a pretty good addition, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's quite a song.
Yeah.
Of course, if you follow Dream Theater and you can keep up with the the technical aspect of them and the length of their songs, they are phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Like off the chart. You know what I mean? It
I
just,
couldn't agree more. The
man, but you got to be able
they
to
got
some
some serious,
real
serious
technical
music.
stuff. You know, I mean,
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, to put it in pool terms, Dream Theater on paper is the best band. Yeah, like on paper,
absolutely,
they're just the best
They're
band
incredible.
in the world.
They're just genius. You
Yeah.
know, they're just. They're all Berkeley, and they just know so much about music. It's and they're right up my alley because they're a little more rock, metalish, melodic. They're all kinds of things put together. They are definitely incredible.
All right, I'm going to put up a couple of matches here. We got Joe Dupuis. Joe Dupuis is going to be playing. We put him over there. Keep them away from the action.
Now let's see what Tim's got. I mean, he's got either this, the side of the corner for the 4. I don't think it goes by that 7. I was thinking the side where he's standing. He might have it there or down in the corner. I mean, he'd preferably really like to play in the side by the 7, but I don't think it goes. I'm going to change the camera quick here and see what we can see from here, if that 4 goes by that 7 or not. But you should be able to play in between the 6 and the 7 and leave him self a shot for the floor. And
I'm not sure how he's going to attack this.
He might go to where
The 4 doesn't go by the 7 in the side?
where
there?
his head is there.
Ooh, nice control.
It did. He looked. It didn't go. That was okay. A little lighter than he wanted,
yeah.
but he could
He's
run
not
it.
on the wrong side of it.
No, and he could run into the 9 and kind of like
Stall for the
stick
5,
there
yeah.
and then cut the 5 in. Unless he can miss the 9 completely, then it'll just go right by it, which he probably can. No, so yeah, he hit the 9. Not quite the way I was thinking. I would have hit it maybe a little softer, but that's perfect.
As long as he avoids hitting the 7 here, I mean, I don't think he needs to hit it at all, but
No.
Tim should be pretty good here.
Yeah, he's going to take a little time with it, which is probably a good idea.
Yeah, well, I was mentioning that at the beginning of the match here. Tim is definitely known for, not running and then tripping on himself and falling into something.
Well, he hit the 7, but he's going to come out perfect.
Wow.
I mean, he got a pretty good
Anything
break
but
there.
hit the 7, and he hit it, and he still came out okay. So,
Yeah.
when they're rolling for you, they're rolling for you.
Correct.
Ran. You're up.
That was a couple pretty
Single
good.
3.
So, man, I can't see him not getting out here, but you never know. I mean, he's
Yeah, that one's pretty sporty.
Yeah, that was a pretty good shot. I'd say the closer to the 9, the better here. You want to get.
Yeah, you definitely
You
want to be
wanna
able to
get pretty-
manhandle the control.
You want to be pretty close to it.
Now, you think he goes around or he just draws up?
You know what? With that angle, I think if he was a little straight, I think he goes around.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth.
I'm more
unless
comfortable shooting it in the same
he
pocket.
draws above the 10, but he looks like he's gonna fall
Ooh,
short.
he 50-yarded it.
He's not gonna scratch on this one.
And you don't play safe here either.
No,
You shoot at it.
Yeah, not ideal, but I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna do that.
All right.
And that's all, folks. Tim Perry wins 13-6. And I don't know, Peach never really got going.
No, he didn't. I'm going to see if
You can get Tim in here.
see if we can get Tim to come talk with us for a minute.
Okay,
See,
I'm going to check out, folks.
See if we can just get a couple of words anyway.
I'm sure you'll hear from me again on some other challenge match on a Wednesday
Absolutely.
night.
Tommy, before you get out of here, I did want to tell you something. We got a really good match coming. It's going to be on June 21st, Wednesday night action. We're going to see Joe Dupuis and Mike Minicello.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, they're going to be playing race to 15 and 9-ball. Two incredible lefty shooters.
Yeah, yeah.
That is going to be one of the most entertaining matches I think
Yeah.
I've ever thought about watching.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it sounds
Make
good.
sure that you are around for that
Yeah,
one.
I'll
I'm sure
go,
you're
you
gonna
know, I'll
wanna-
come around. I won't even play in the tournament because it'll be summertime anyway. I'll bring my bike and stuff, and I'll skip the tournament, and I'll do the, I'll just do the
Yeah, I mean,
commentating stuff
that-
and watch it. You know.
I definitely appreciate that. I mean,
Yeah. I enjoy it. It's pretty fun stuff.
so we're definitely going to get Timmy up here to give us a couple of words. See if we can get him over here. Tim Perry, where is he?
All right, I'm out, folks.
All right, thanks again,
All right,
Tommy.
all right, Mike.
Always a pleasure having
Have
you.
a good evening.
All right. See if we can get Timmy up here, get a couple of words, see how he's feeling about everything. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Mr. Tim Perry, Buzzsaw.
It's me.
How we doing, bro?
Oh, sweet revenge.
Yeah.
The set kind of played out eerily similar to last July. I got out to a good lead, and he came crawling back. I knew it was only a matter of time, but I had a different feeling this time. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to shut it down. And he didn't have his true A game this time. I mean, last time he came with some really, really good shots in the bar table, and this time the table was just, it wasn't forgiving,
Yeah.
and he wasn't getting the benefit of the rolls. I certainly got a few. He missed some opportunities early on that really could have closed the gap.
Yeah.
But, I shot good. I think I shot really well.
Yeah, I mean, you always play pretty consistently.
Yeah. I got out to an early lead and made some good decisions, and that was the key. If you get out to a bad start, it's hard to regroup, and he had the heat on him, and I didn't. So,
Yeah, you had a couple of opportunities where, like, you could go for something where,
Yeah,
if
exactly.
he was shooting the same shot, he
Yeah.
didn't have the right to do it.
right.
So-
And props to him for, making a couple of good racks count there at the end to put a little pressure on me. I mean, I can't keep free stroking out there, but once I made a couple of good shots there once I got ball in hand on the one.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy with that out. Granted, I got a little lucky running into the 6. That's not what I wanted, but I did want to run into the 9 stop for the 5. And I'm going to make a couple of good shots, speed shots,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I rammed it.
So, Tim, we were just talking about a matchup that we're going to be having on June 21st here. We got Mr. Joe Dupuis and Mike Minicello.
Oh,
what do you think of that?
I can't wait to watch that.
And check this out. They're going to be playing race to 15 in 9-ball.
Oh, quick.
Yeah.
Break, run.
Yeah, I
pattern.
mean, it's
Packages.
It's going to be some kind of a, it's just going to be so entertaining. I can't wait to see that.
I would say, whoever wins the lag, get off to an early lead. I would favor the person who wins the lag, but it doesn't matter. You can still break dry. The other person runs
Yeah.
out, and then they break and run 2 on you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So
They're both very, very
Yeah.
versed in 9-ball and the break. And
very similar games.
and they are just both extremely naturally
Yeah.
talented players. And,
fast and loose.
we're really
lefties.
excited about that. We're hoping that, maybe you'll come down, maybe talk with the players a
Sure.
little bit,
Yeah, I'd love to be here for that. But what day is that?
That's going to be Wednesday night
Wednesday,
action,
okay.
and
I'll be
it's
here.
going to be June 21st.
I will be here.
And the winner of that match is going to be playing against Clayton Rocher.
Nice. Oh, you know what? I haven't seen or heard about him in ages. Does he even play anymore?
He does.
Because he was playing real good for a while.
Yes, he was. He came down here. I think it was for one of the Joust tournaments. Placed pretty high there,
Yeah.
and the way he was shooting, I mean,
It was probably the one he beat me out. He was up 8-3 on me,
It-
and I made it 8-7, and I screwed up, and he won 9-7. So
yeah, he
but
was playing pretty sporty.
He came with it. He was definitely better than an A at that point. So
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, whoa.
Yeah, Clayton's definitely stepped his game up
Yeah.
significantly,
Yeah.
and he's got a lot of things
And he's
to
a
show.
great person. Always a pleasure to play, talk with, jovial. Just like most of the players around here. But yeah, that was that was a fun match tonight. I was happy. You know, like 13 is not that amount, good amount of games, but it's not a short amount of games.
Yeah,
either.
right.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Get business done.
Yeah.
And the Buzzsaw did.
So there's plenty of other amateur players out there. And,
Yeah.
Especially in your division.
Well,
you're in the Ship to Cash Division
this
1.
is-
Top of the amateurs and
This
all.
is what I'd like to do, Mike, and I mentioned this to you. I feel like I don't want to say the words unfinished business, but I would like a challenge to Rich Minicello at some point in the near future for the no excuses. I'm thinking, well, obviously we could do a longer race than 7, even though that's the format. Maybe a race to 13, same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
500 a man or whatever, something like that. And I'll say to him, look, whoever wins this, that's the true champion. Because he was 9-0 and I was 8-1, so
Yeah.
I feel like I certainly am not second place, but I am.
Yeah. Right.
But if I can beat him in my mind, then
Yeah.
I know I was the true champion of
I know what you mean,
that
yeah.
event. So
Yeah, so we would definitely do it in that format.
Yeah.
Let me think real quick. So that was a 10 ball,
Yep.
and that was also races to 7.
Yep.
So we could just say something like this. You would have had to beat him, 3 times?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So what if we did something, we start a little bit early, and we say, race to 21?
yeah,
Would you be down for something like that?
or even
I
like
mean-
17, or something longer
Yeah, I
than
mean,
15. Yeah, sure.
We want to do something that's a little bit, at least worth 2 sets.
Yeah.
At least 2 sets worth. We'll definitely get with Rich and see if
Yeah.
he's interested in playing that match.
If you're listening, I'm coming for you, Rich. So no, I mean, some Wednesday instead of starting at 8, obviously that befits us to start tonight. Tonight 8, we could start at 6:30,
Yeah.
7,
Yeah.
and do a longer race and go till the max whenever they kick us out.
Yeah, we're only at 10:30 here.
That would be a real good battle. I feel like him and I were the best 2 players in that tournament.
Yep.
And we heated up even at the end of the night, and it was just a matter of not enough time. But it was such a great event, and I love that event, and I want to put some finality to it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like
Yeah.
unfinished business, and there's like a little bit of a space there in your
Yeah.
mind about it. And,
Plus, other vindication, he got me in August last year in the Budweiser to make it to the finals.
I
So,
gotcha, yeah.
he's on the top of my nemesis list right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, Rich, don't think I forgot about you. But he's an awesome player. So
Yeah.
sound mechanically,
Yep.
doesn't beat himself,
He's,
never gets rattled.
We describe him many times as a right-handed lefty
Yeah.
or a left-handed righty.
Yeah.
He plays with that righty deliberate,
Yeah.
way about him.
Yeah.
But he's just got that natural lefty
Right.
talent, and
And, it's no fluke. He won 9 matches and lost
Yeah,
0.
you're not kidding.
He's been around forever, and as have I, but he's definitely more consistent. He just doesn't play as much. He's not around as much. Obviously, he's got
and that
a lot
speaks
going on.
volumes of his natural
Absolutely.
abilities. I mean.
Him and Mike, his brother Mikey, and even Joey Dupuis. He doesn't play as much anymore. He still plays great. But yeah, that match, Joey and Mikey, I would love to commentate on that and watch it and be around
Yeah.
it. So I
all
really
right.
appreciate this chance tonight, Mike. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
The opportunity to get a little revenge. And guess what? Now I'll leave it up to Pete. If he wants to play the decider, 3rd set,
Yeah.
maybe we'll keep it the same or change it up, but that will be it.
You know what I want to say? I want to say I guarantee you that he will say flip it.
Yes.
He will say flip it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm going to say? I'm sorry, sir. We lag here.
Yes, exactly. And I'll be like, #beer, #cigars, #casino.
Yeah, right.
Hashtag.
All right, Tim. Well, thank you very much. One more thing, just to make it cordial. I believe you wanted to say 3 words to me. Something that requires me to be able to pay you.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Ship the cash.
That's what I was.
That's
waiting
right.
for. My
And,
man.
obviously, if we can do that song at some point, maybe not tonight, but
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
You know,
we can add that to the list.
Awesome.
All right, Tim Perry,
Cool.
ladies
Thanks,
and
everybody.
gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time on the Ship to Cash live stream. Thank you very much.